Welcome back, guys, to The Poor Investor. It has been a long time since I've been sitting in this chair talking to you about all of this. I have liquidated a good portion of all my high capacity drives, 16 terabytes, 12, 14, 10, 8s, everything that I've accumulated throughout the course of time. 3 years, probably going on 4 now. I do have a bunch of 3 terabytes and 4 terabytes. Obviously, nobody wants them because they consume the same amount of electricity. But the downside to all that is the fact that they consume the same amount of electricity. They might as well buy a higher capacity drive. Supermicro is definitely offline right now. The peace and quiet, my goodness. I mean, my machines have been offline for some time now, but I recently turned it on. I had to make sure I reformat all the drives, and it was just humming and this white noise. I was like going insane, and I really appreciate the quietness now. Besides that thing that just ran past in the street, it's like a Fast and Furious of something. But in any case, I was not one of those fortunate people who went out to go buy a 50 series GPU. I actually have a 4070 Super here that I picked up on a refurb for $499. Can you imagine that? A refurb for $499 retails brand new $599. I was able to pick up this GeForce 4070 for $499. It's a refurb. And the only downside to all that, it did not come with the power cable. It was very, I was like, where the hell is it? And it came in a refurb box, and I picked up at Micro Center. Did not have it. So what I'm planning to do with it is a couple things. Password cracker, hash cracker, whatever you want to call that, and also run my local LLM that I've been set up to do. Currently, it's going to this 4070. No, yeah, it is a 4070. 4070 Super is going to replace my 3070 Ti that's in there in my other rig, and I'm gonna find a place to put it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I'm gonna definitely keep it. It's the Founders Edition. This one, the 4070 Super, unfortunately, I couldn't get a Founders Edition. I had an opportunity at one time, so I would have had to pay $599. But to save an extra $100 at this point for a refurb, and the card is still a card, same specs and everything, I might as well just save the money, right? Poor investor at work. So I have been hearing a lot about a particular crypto. And my question to you guys is, do you want me to still talk about it? Now, I could share with you exactly what I'm referring to, and you guys can probably have a general idea, like, oh yeah, I remember that crap. I remember that. So let me just pull that up. Let's see, what do we have? So much has been going on. So much has been going on. Let me just switch over here. Let me do it. Let me do. Let's see. I want to get your input on this, and of course, comment below. Let me know if I should or not. I'm a little intrigued. I still keep tabs on this stuff. I'm not totally oblivious. I didn't totally, omit myself from not wanting to know what's been going on, which I have been frequently visiting the discords and stuff. So if we go here, we actually have a new poor investor now, and that's like a Dogecoin poor investor. So, and he has like one video, which is awesome. Welcome. All right, guys. So this is what I'm talking about. For the longest time, if I go to videos, for the longest time, I've been talking about, you know, historically. I mean, someone mentioned to me this is like a freaking museum now. Look at all this crap that I was talking about, like up into this very moment, right? Up into the last, like, let's see, 3 months? No, not even 3 months. Yeah, 3 months, 2 months, 2 months, up into the last 2 months. And in a way, not that I miss the, uh, what, I don't miss farming. Let's just put it that way. I do miss creating content to address it because I didn't agree to a lot of this stuff. And apparently, a lot of people still don't agree to it. But they're making strides on trying to go IPO, even though I spoke about it a year ago and 2 years ago and 3 years ago, possibly even going on 4 years ago. I've been talking about them trying to go IPO. And I don't know. It just never failed. Now, on the flip side to all that, MMX Mad Max has officially is on mainnet now. He's no longer on testnet. I spoke to him briefly on Discord as well on his chat. He's doing really well with that, and I do kind of miss it. If I continue on, I will have a bigger archive of this in project from start to end. Now, do I forecast it being sticking around? It could stick around longer. Am I changing my tune about that? I want to rejoin the project? Definitely not. I'm not farming. I already sold, like I said, all most of my hard drives, high capacity ones. I don't even know if anyone's gonna want to pick up the 3 or 4 terabytes. And the 4 terabytes are all SAS drives. The 3 terabytes are SATA drives. So, I still, if I don't have it, I was probably considering blowing them all away and then just making MMX plots, like just do MMX starting from this point on, right? I know it has no value. It doesn't have, any type of pre-farm or, he's holding back anything, nothing like that. It's so I was considering all that. I'm just scrolling here because I'm just intrigued with all that I've talked about from the past till now. Talking to Mike and covered a lot of even the Chia plot, Chris himself, and covering a lot of the forks that came out. I remember we switched. I traded my Flax coins for Popeye chicken that Chris bought for me. And look at this. Look at all this. My JBot setup. Wow, right? And it just keeps on going. 3 years plus. Of course, here was my stock days, but this is where it all began. Right here, 3 years ago, 4.8 thousand views, and building my first Chia crypto farm rig, AMD 2021. Right, and from there, that it just spiraled out of control. I kept talking about it. There was so much in the news, but nowadays it just feels like it's more of a fan club that exists. Um, I don't agree to a lot of, if anything, that they're currently doing. And my point is, maybe I could continue talking about it if you guys are interested in hearing more about it from me, per se. There's definitely places that you can gather. I recently learned that the Chia forum, whoever was originally hosting it, is no longer in control, and that's driven by Chia. I just feel like they're taking over, or kind of like suppressing anyone and anything that says anything about them negatively. And everything on YouTube that I've seen, anyone that even tries to talk about Chia one time or not has no longer exist. No longer exist. So I'm a little, confused as to maybe I could continue it, maybe not. I don't know. Let's just take a quick look right here. I just did a quick search for Chia XCH on YouTube. So there's some individuals who's still talking about it. I don't know how deep they are. Maybe they just touch on it once in a while, but not constantly going at them. Look at this. The Serpent X 1 month ago. How much Chia XCH made over 3 years? Oh, wow. He actually did a follow-up video to that. And who's this? Millionaire Valley did a video 12 days ago with a little under 300 views. Price prediction. Those are the bullshit ones. Those are the bullshit. Oh, this is mine. There you go. Chia, poor investor. Here you go. Chia Network. Yeah, I usually haven't really watched their crazy long videos. If that most of them are not even interesting. Look at this. 10 days ago, and they got 7. What? Look at this. Where's their viewership? I mean, if they were so popular at this point, and they're making strides, and they're trying to revolutionize the financial industry, where are their views? I just don't get it. Is it just streaming off of X, and then, I mean, apparently a lot of people came off of X as well. So that's pretty much it. I don't know, guys. Just comment below. This is a different video kind of conversation that I'm trying to figure out myself with this channel. Maybe I'll divert it, maybe not. Help me out here, man. Help me out. Some of you old school heads that followed me from the beginning will probably see this again and be like, "Oh man, he's back talking about Chia." This video The point of this video is, should I continue talking about Chia? I still find it interesting, but I am no longer farming and I have liquidated a lot of my stuff. I even did XCH price predictions. My goodness. Oh, my old school Kung Fu intros. Love those, right? Love those. Maybe I should bring those back. Oh, even Bruce Lee was part of this. Yeah. Anyway. XCH, guys. Should I? Shouldn't I? Comment below. Let me know. Hit that like always. And I'll keep you guys posted. Take care.